So patrol officers locate an unoccupied stolen vehicle in a residential neighborhood. Officers set a stolen vehicle, a setup on a stolen vehicle, so they're going to look at it, surveil it, right? And approximately an hour later, a male is observed walking down the street and subsequently enters the stolen vehicle. Officers allow the male to get into the vehicle and drive off. They initiate a traffic stop, and the suspect flees. In this case, the pursuit ended well. But what happens if the guy actually runs and boom, hits a innocent pedestrian and kills that person? Are the police liable for essentially allowing him to enter the stolen motor vehicle? Now, Mike, it may be fair to say that this is not your forte, okay?
Yeah, I got a question. Legal process here. Is this kind of like that special relationship process? Thinking like the Winnebago. It's kind of Winnebago.
Yep.
Yeah, the whatever the heck is DeShaney.
DeShaney.
Yeah. So that was kind of my initial thought on this is that we haven't created, when I guess we'll talk about, there's a couple of things that go with that is, one, that person's not in custody, so we haven't seized them, so we haven't, well, hey, let's back up a little bit here. You say this much better than I can and talk about what that means, that case, that crux, that case, and on what our not moral obligation, but obligation is as police officers. I'll let you touch on that real quick.
And Mike, I really appreciate you kind of bringing up the moral obligation, because really, I would rather have, if I was the chief of police, I'd rather have a guy in custody that gets a weak ass charge of constructive possession or joyriding, whatever you want to plea it down to, than a full on police pursuit where people get hurt, especially innocent people, right? So, but the law is not going to basically hold the cop liable for these not constitutionally, not under due process, not under the Fourth Amendment, when the cop is did not have anything to do directly with the pursuit. Now, if the cop knew that this guy was a constant fleer, was a constant menace to society, that we've tried to stop him before, and every single time he likes to run and he's almost killed people, well, now you may have a duty to not let him back into the car. You may have to, but if it's just, kind of like your situation like described here, hey, look, we don't know what we got, we want to try to get him into the car, because they're trying to get that constructive possession, or not the actual possession part. It is what it is. We've all done it. And if he does crash, it's a hard sell to the courts that we were responsible for that.
It just doesn't look good, for sure.
It doesn't look good. It's like saying that you see a guy going into a store and he has the gun in his hand, and based off of prior investigation that he's going to rob that place or rob the place. Man, really in 2023, do we really want to just have him hash it out inside that store, or should we just stop him before going into the 7-Eleven with the gun, right?
It's not who we are, really.
It's not who we are. I'd rather get a weak case. I'd rather get a guy that gets released than a guy that kills somebody. That's the answer.
And, we don't talk much tactics around here, but if you've got stop sticks or those piranhas or something, maybe float a couple of those under the tires before he gets there, just to, prevent that.
Yeah.